And good morning to you. Welcome to junior high basketball action on Central Illinois Sports, live from the IESA 7th grade 1A state tournament in beautiful Assumption, Illinois, for the first of 6 games coming your way from this Class 1A tournament. It's the Peoria St. Jude Fire and the Western Wildcats in today's opener. Alongside Thomas Hull, Scott Bacon also with us today. I'm Charlie Hull. Glad you've joined us on Central Illinois Sports for coverage from all 4 locations of this weekend's IESA Girls State Finals. The Western Wildcats and the Fire from Peoria St. Jude matching up in this first contest. St. Jude 14-11. Western enters the game with a record of 10-7. We'll learn more about the teams, we'll talk about the matchup, and we'll get set for action. Stay tuned on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cashcom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cashcom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cashcom at 1-800-252-1799.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We thank Great Rivers Bank for being our pregame sponsor here on all the coverage of the IESA State Tournament. They have locations in Pittsfield, Barry, and Liberty, Illinois, and also in Hannibal, Missouri, and always online at greatriversbank.bank to best serve you and your family with your banking needs. Learn more about all of their great offerings and those interest rates that are getting better by the day at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Well, we have Peoria St. Jude and the Western Wildcats matching up in this first contest. St. Jude 14-11 on the season. In postseason action, they defeated Peoria Pleasant Hill 47-0, beat Peoria Hollis 20-17, and beat Peoria Limestone Walters 30-15 before winning their sectional earlier. Well, actually, last week because of the Thanksgiving holiday, or no, earlier this week, Wednesday. Scott, I've got my days mixed up here. It was kind of messy with the Thanksgiving holiday in the middle of everything, so these teams actually played their regional and then sat around for about a week and a half before they played their sectional on Wednesday night. This Western Wildcat squad enters with a record of 10-7 on the season. Postseason wins 28-7 over Greeksville Perry, 30-26 over AC Central, beat Springfield Christ the King in the regional championship 23-20, and then beat Carrollton St. John in the sectional 23-17 to reach this state tournament. They are 2 of 8 teams appearing in these Class 1A state finals. Other games today, 11:30, Peoria Catholic and Champaign St. Matthew. 1 o'clock, it'll be Rantoul St. Malachi and Siegel St. Michael's. And then at 2:30, Washington St. Patrick and Gardner will go head-to-head. We'll have semifinal games for you tonight at 5 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. And if you're looking for games from any other site throughout the state of Illinois today, you can check it out on YouTube at Central Illinois Sports. We'll have all the action live for you throughout the day today and on Thursday, along with the 8th grade games a week from today. Scott Bacon alongside. Scott, a long-time basketball coach in many locations throughout the state of Illinois. And Scott, how exciting is it for these programs to reach the pinnacle of their season, the state tournament?
Well, that's what you work for, and you put on that time and hard work, and usually you put in some off-season time, and it's good to see it paying off when you get to this time of year.
You take a look at both of these squads. In 1A in IESA, you're talking about some pretty small schools. You see a lot of smaller parochial schools in the 1A side, and then Western is a school that combined between their 7th and 8th grade on the junior high side, having about 80 students or so. You're talking really, really small school basketball, and you'll usually see these types of programs with kids that have, they started playing basketball together maybe in 3rd grade or so and have really grown up together on the court.
Yeah, I'm sure the Western girls have been playing in that Berry League since they could walk, and probably fun for them sticking together and coming up all this way.
Neither team, with an unblemished record by any stretch. In fact, there's only one undefeated team in the tournament. That's Washington St. Patrick. They're 25-0. Rantoul St. Malachi is 22-1. Peru Catholic is 15-2. It's kind of interesting to see how different levels of games people play, the total number of games. There really is no set number of games that you have to play in the IESA,
Not
so
anymore.
some people play a ton and some people don't play nearly as many. Girls basketball is also interesting in the IESA because you go right from softball into girls basketball. The seasons kind of overlap, and then that regular season is very quick.
Yeah, it's got to be difficult starting out for some. Because I'm sure they share a lot of players, and it's got to be difficult starting out that first week. You probably only have maybe 5 girls practicing, and then you throw them together, and you got a couple practices, and I assume you're playing games. So, but yeah, they changed the rule. I think it used to only be able to play around 16 games for junior high sports, and now you see some playing 25 and 30 and 17 as Barry is what Western's played. It's a little different.
For the St. Jude Fire, Matt Ryan is their head coach. Their colors are maroon, black, and white. Coach Ryan tells us that, our heart-stopping or best moment of the year was their close regional semifinal victory over a team that had beaten them soundly earlier in the year. Always good to come back and get a victory over a team that you maybe didn't think you necessarily could play with. And, Scott, sometimes that's what happens in postseason. Crazy things can happen, and then teams kind of get on a roll, like both of these teams did. They were both lower seeds in their own regional, meaning they had to play 3 regional games just to get out of that first round.
Yeah, difficult, definitely, no doubt. And you big win coming back off of somebody you lose to earlier has got to feel good, and seen that many times over my career. You maybe lose to somebody by 15 or 20 points. You get better throughout the season, work hard, and pays off in the offseason.
Shane O'Brien, the head coach for the Western Wildcats, red, silver, and white, their colors. And they talk about their best moment of the year as the 5th seed in their own regional. They took down the number 1 seed in the regional semifinal, and she said that's when their girls first realized that they could do something special, and they have kept that alive, reaching the state finals, the state quarterfinals here in this morning's contest. A little bit strange to play at 10 o'clock in the morning for these schools, although junior high basketball, you'll have that maybe on a Saturday from time to time. And usually what you see in this type of a setting is the team that can kind of settle in first, let those jitters get out of the way, usually has a big advantage.
No doubt. It's definitely get out there and get the ball in your hands and run around a little bit, and whoever can calm down first probably got a little bit of an advantage to start.
The coaches, captains, and officials are meeting to go over some pregame instructions. We are just under 2 minutes away from the Star-Spangled Banner. The lineups, as they'll introduce everybody on the roster before the first game, along with the starting lineups. And we'll be ready for tip-off action. We'll step aside here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We get set for all of that next on Central Illinois Sports.
Hey, grab me 1, 2. Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Game Masters has the perfect gifts for this holiday season.
Come in and check out all of the great gift ideas like hunting accessories, clothing, gun safes, guns and bows.
Let Game Masters help you with your holiday shopping.
Go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection.
And don't forget gift cards for those hard-to-buy loved ones. Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
Game Masters in Quincy.
We're passionate about the outdoors.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Welcome back on Central Illinois Sports. They are just completing the national anthem here in the gym, and probably one of the neater things I've ever seen. The flag actually rolls down from the ceiling here.
Really neat.
Oh yeah, very cool thing, and that is that device is in memory of two young men that actually passed away in a car accident here last year in the Central A&M School District, and Connor Relcliffe and Keegan Verdon, and really neat to honor their memory with that nice addition here. We thank the folks at Central A&M for their hospitality today for this Class 1A state finals. Peoria St. Jude will be the home team. They are the Fire. Western, the Lady Wildcats, will be the visiting team. And they will introduce the non-starters first for both squads, and we'll do that as well. A sixth grader at guard, that's Emily Boyer. Also a guard, a sixth grader, Maya Brown. Paxton Patterson is a forward as a sixth grader. Jamie Utterback, a sixth grade forward. Anna Silman, a seventh grade forward. And Bella Vincent, a seventh grade center for the Western Wildcats. The Wildcats enter today's contest with a record of 10-7 on the season, and are appearing in what I believe is the first state tournament on the girls' side for the Wildcat program. They'll be wearing the red uniforms here today with the white numbers and silver trim. Shay O'Brien is their head coach. Joey Fessler is their assistant. I really like, Scott, how they introduce all of the players on this first day, because even though the starters always get introduced, but it takes a lot more than just the starting five for teams to reach this level.
Yeah, I think at the state tournament, that's a nice gesture to those kids that may not get to play and work really hard. You always have those kids that work hard and make your starters better, and so it's nice to see that.
And it is a good gesture. And we'll meet the starting lineup for Western now. They'll start at a guard here on the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. At a guard, she's a seventh grader, Kaylin Forbes. At a second guard, a seventh grader, Reese Bushmeyer. And the third guard is a seventh grader, Rosalie Colbert. At a forward, a seventh grader, Alexis McMullen. And at center is a seventh grader, Cortland Malone. Malone, McMullen, Colbert, Bushmeyer, and Forbes for the Lady Wildcats. Again, they'll be the visiting team on the scoreboard here today in this Class 1A quarterfinal. Winner of this game plays the winner of the next game, Peru Catholic and Champaign St. Matthew. That game will be at 5 o'clock tonight. For the Peoria St. Jude Fire, Matt Ryan, their head coach, Matt Andrews, their assistant. Their non-starters are a sixth grader at guard, Maddie Ho, a sixth grader, Bridget Gold, also a sixth grader at forward, Sophia Gilkison. And that's the subs for Peoria St. Jude. Not a lot of substitutes for the Fire. Their starting lineup will be at a guard, a seventh grader, Samantha Ryan. At a second guard, a seventh grader, Emily Andrews. And at the third guard will be a sixth grader, Charlotte Gold. At a forward position, a seventh grader, Edie Stark. And at the other forward, a seventh grader, Gianna Catton. Catton, Stark, Gold, Andrews, and Ryan for Peoria St. Jude. The Fire will wear the white uniforms, maroon numbers, and black trim. Their fans are sitting on the near side of the gymnasium with us. And Western's fans are across the way. Starting lineups brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. From hoodies and snacks to power tools and lawn chairs, nobody has it like your local Farm and Home Supply. Learn more at farmandhomesupply.com. Again, if you're just joining us alongside Thomas Hull and Scott Bacon, I'm Charlie Hull. This is Central Illinois sports coverage of the Class 1A IESA State Tournament from Assumption, Illinois. And they're just finishing up the introductions for both teams. Again, it's the team that can kind of settle in first who can kind of get that early advantage. The Fire and the Wildcats. Kind of another neat thing about coming to the state tournament, Scott, is probably very little chance either of these teams has ever even heard about one another, let alone play.
No, probably not. Probably not. Definitely get to see somebody you don't see during the season. Really impressed with Western, a fifth seed in the regional, making it to state. You don't probably see that happen too often.
And St. Jude was a lower seed as well. Catton will jump in the center circle for St. Jude. Malone for Western, and we're just about ready for action. They are introducing our officials. We thank the three officials who are in attendance today to help call this contest, and we thank all the folks who don the stripes to be able to allow these games to take place. It is the first 1A quarterfinal. Referee ready to go, players ready to go, Catton and Malone ready to go to tip this one off from Assumption. And the tip is up and controlled by the Lady Wildcats. They're wearing the red uniforms, bring it into the front court. Bushmeyer finds Malone at the free throw line, drives in, high glass, gets it to go, and an early 2-0 lead for Western right out of the gate. Western will go back into a 2-3 zone on the defensive end, just underway in the opening quarter. Ryan with it out front, goes on the left side now. Ball is tipped, run down near the half-court line by Charlotte Gold. Gold trying to get her team spaced out correctly. Down the left side against the zone, and Andrews. Tougher, here's the ball knocked out of bounds. This will be a turnover on the Fire there first. Tougher at this age level, especially against that 2-3 zone, Scott, you don't see a lot of youngsters at this age that have that strength to really consistently make that three-point shot.
No, or skipping the basketball, too, would be difficult as well.
Into the front court comes Western on their second attempt of the day. 1 for 1 so far. Malone at the free throw line. She wants to go to work off the dribble. Drives inside, gets denied there. Good defense by Catton on the interior. Close to 5. Shovel pass goes off to Bushmeyer. Runs it down deep in the corner here for the Wildcats. Now to Malone. Malone turnaround shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Ryan for the Fire. She wants to push the pace into the front court. Dribble drive in, lost the ball out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover on the Fire as Ryan tried to get moving just a little too quickly that time. I like the aggressiveness early on, though. She knows if she allows Western to get set in that zone, it's much harder for her team to score.
Absolutely. You want to push it and try to get going before they get set.
Little full court pressure now by the Fire.
A little 2-2-1 maybe.
And now they drop back into the half court. Western on the attack here, right side, McMullen with it. She's picked up the dribble, looks for an opening, and way out front to Bushmeyer. Holds it high, man-to-man defense by St. Jude here to start this contest. Bushmeyer works off the high screen, dribbles to the right side, all the way around to the rim and in. 4-2 for Bushmeyer, and Western takes a 4-0 lead. Well executed play by the Lady Wildcats. Ryan walks it across, wearing the bright orange shoes today. To Andrews on the left wing. Way out front, it goes to Gold. Reverses the ball right side to Ryan, trying to get an opening in the zone here. Probably need to get a player in the high middle trying to find those gaps in the zone. Now they'll get it to that high post, and Catton, she's collapsed on. Quick pass goes to Ryan right side. Trying to get something going is Matt Ryan's squad. Bounce pass down on the baseline goes to Stark. She's into a double team. Good height for this Western squad. Ball knocked out of bounds by Malone. It will stay with the Fire here, and we'll get our first substitute of the game as Bella Vincent will check in. And really across the board, Western has pretty good height, and Vincent even gives them a little more height.
Yeah, you get down low in that zone. You want to get it down there, but you got to make a quick decision because you got some tall girls down there.
Inbounds pass coming here for St. Jude. On the baseline, Stark has already used the dribble. Now the ball knocked loose. A held possession. Possession arrow favoring the Fire right now. They'll get it underneath their own hoop. 3:35 to play in the game's opening quarter. 4-0. The Western Lady Wildcats have the early advantage. Ryan will throw it in for the Fire. Holds it high above her head here. Gets the ball in. Good find to Stark off the window and no good. Fouled on the play. She'll head to the free throw line shooting 2 shots. First foul of the game whistled against the Lady Wildcats, and that's going to go against Bella Vincent, her first, team first. And to the free throw line, Edie Stark for the first time on the day, looking to put her squad on the board. Stark, the right-hander, eyes it up. First one up is no good. You'll see on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay, good inbounds play. And that ball just wouldn't fall through the rim, but a pretty good look that time from St. Jude. They'll keep working on that and try.
Little screener there. It doesn't always work against that zone, but the girl slipped back to the ball and was open.
Second one up is also no good, so 0 for 2 that time by Stark. And it's length of the court to go for Western, enjoying this 4-0 lead. They'll get it down low to Malone. Her shot a little too hard. Rebound on the defensive side to Ryan. Ryan quickly into the front court. Takes it coast to coast. Runner up off the window, no good. And the rebound pulled down on the defensive side by Western's McMullen. They'll slow the pace down now with the Lady Wildcats as Bushmeyer brings it up. Mostly 7th graders for this Western squad. Some of these smaller schools, you'll see 6th graders and sometimes even 5th. Here's Bushmeyer, drives in, hits it off the bottom of the rim, but she got too deep. Ball ping-pongs around, and last touch by the Fire. It will go to the red-clad Wildcats underneath. Out of bounds on the baseline, McMullen to throw it in. She gets it right back as the inbounder, puts it on the deck one time, now finds Bushmeyer. Bushmeyer just outside the paint, drives the lane, ball knocked loose, and we'll have our second tie-up of the game, and the possession arrow favors the Lady Wildcats. They'll have it underneath. Just over halfway through the game's opening quarter, and Western holding a 4-0 advantage. Inbounds pass comes to Malone. Takes a single dribble, works it out top. Bushmeyer had it go through her hands, but Forbes is there to run it down for the Wildcats. Now they'll get it at the high post to McMullen. She'll turn an attack off the dribble. Gets caught on the baseline. Good defense by Ryan. Bounce pass to Bushmeyer. A lot of bodies all right there. Shot put up no good. Good strong rebound by Stark. She's tied up. And the possession arrow favors the Fire. They'll have it length of the court to go. Out of bounds for St. Jude. 2 minutes, 19 seconds to play in the first. 4-0 the lead. For Western on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Here's a pass down low. Malone steps in the passing lane, gets the steal. Turnover number 3 by this squad from St. Jude, and Western wants to call the early timeout. Today's action from the IESA State Tournament is brought to you in part by Little Jess Motors. We'll hear from them. We're back with you after this.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Western out of the timeout, has the ball, length of the court to go, leading 4-0. Malone with it in the backcourt. St. Jude a couple of times has shown they're going to press, but then kind of fall back into that half-court man defense.
Looks like it's a 2-2-1. Still trying to figure that out. A little different.
Bushmeyer has it out top, works off the screen from Malone. Dribbles toward the right corner. She's still on the bounce, trying to make something happen there. Now she's going to try the left side. So she says, let's try to drive in here. Gets caught down low. Pass is going to go into the backcourt. Was not tipped. And that'll be a turnover on Western. Just their first of the day. Ball out of bounds on the sideline on the scorer's table side of this gymnasium at Assumption. Part of the Moweaqua Central A&M School District here, the host for today's Class 1A state quarterfinals. Andrews has it on the baseline to Stark. Back out to Andrews, deep in the corner, throws a pass deflected out there by Forbes. Out of bounds, let's say it goes off of Ryan's hand last. And turnovers have been an early problem for the Fire.
Like their 4-low look there. They got the ball into short corner, but then a little difficult to get it reversed back up top.
Ball out of bounds underneath. At the free throw line, Malone. Takes it in the middle, got to get out of that lane or go up with it. She goes up with it, shot no good. Aggressively goes after the rebound. Her putback is good, and she'll have an and one opportunity here. We got a whistle, and Maddie Ho checks into the game for the first time. She replaces Emmy Andrews, excuse me.
6th grader coming in.
6-0 the lead for Western. Malone's free throw is no good. And the rebound to Cat.
Interested to see how they come in. They've got that 4-low set again. A little easier to get it down to the short corner and high post, it seems to be for them, of course.
On the right side with it is Gold. 50 seconds to play in this first quarter. Pass down low. Had a good idea to pass this a little wide for Catton that time and goes out of bounds.
Got 5 turnovers now for St. Jude.
Again, it kind of looks like those nerves are getting the better of the fire right now. They'll settle in, though, as this game goes on. Here's a three-point shot. Bushmeyer left side, no good. Long rebound on the offensive side, run down by Forbes. Out top of the basketball is Bushmeyer. 25 seconds to play in the first. From the Malone screen, drives in, little Euro step shot, no good. Weak side rebound to McMullen, and she's bumped and fouled by Ryan. Just the second team foul here for this squad from Peoria St. Jude. 18.8 seconds to play in the opening period. And bounce pass to Bushmeyer, no good. Rebound pulled down by Cat. A chance to try to beat the buzzer here for St. Jude. Into the front court, they throw it too high for Maddie Ho and out of bounds, and the turnover on the Fire will give it right back to Western with 8.8 seconds to play in the opening quarter.
St. Jude trying to deny those guards the ball inbounds there, and they just throw it to their post player, and she can dribble too.
Malone into the front court, crosses over, drives in, shot put up no good, rebound fought for, and Catton pulls it in at the last second. That shot is
no
after
good,
the buzzer. Yeah, will not count as that was well after the buzzer, and the first quarter comes to a close. But after one quarter of state quarterfinal action, it's the Western Wildcats 6, the St. Jude Fire nothing.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Ready to start quarter number 2. It's a 6-0 Western advantage on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. It will be Western basketball to start the second quarter, and the height has been the advantage of Western here in the early going.
Yeah, no doubt. Bottom of that zone has shown some difficulty, and girls up top are pressuring, and St. Jude's, I got them for 6 turnovers so far. That's kind of the difference in the game.
It is out of bounds here for Western. Those turnovers have been a problem for St. Jude. Has limited their shots.
1-2-2 now.
Yep, going to switch it up. Western was using a lot of that high screen, going off the dribble, trying to nullify the height. Nice take by Malone now. She gets inside, puts it up, no good. Rebound fought for and pulled down by Cat. Just underway here in period number 2. 6-0, the Western Lady Wildcats with the lead. The Fire on the attack, right side, Gold.
Look inside.
It's down low, gets caught into a double team. Trying to avoid the turnover, and this will be a jump ball. It'll stay with St. Jude. You see a lot of jump balls at this level. A lot of that just because overall strength hasn't really been developed yet. These kids are, 11, 12 years old.
And they play aggressive, and they play hard, and they go after the basketball, so it's...
Inbounds pass, good luck. Shot put up no good by Stark, and the rebound pulled in by McMullen for Western. Wildcats look to bring it up. Shea O'Brien, the head coach for the Western Lady Wildcats. Played some college basketball at John Wood Community College. Here's a missed shot. Rebound comes down on the play to Ryan. She wants to push into the front court, coast to coast on the left side. Stops, pops, shot no good, fouled. And she'll head to the free throw line, shooting 2. Foul whistled on Western, their first of the period. And individually, this one goes on Reese Bushmeyer.
Her first, team second.
First one up on the way by Ryan, off the backboard, and no good. Second one on the way. Can't find the mark either, but she gets her own rebound, puts it up from that same spot, and banks it in. Gets the Fire on the board to make it a 6-2 score. So good for the Fire to get on the board here in this second period. Maybe that'll help them settle in a little bit. Here's a pass down low to Bushmeyer. Excuse me, from McMullen to Bushmeyer. Shot put up no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Western. It'll be length of the court to go here for the squad from St. Jude.
Switching to the zone's been effective for St. Jude there. Western hasn't scored yet, second quarter.
Here's a pass down low. Ryan gets it in, forces the issue, and gets the foul called. Who's a foul on, Scott, for Western?
13.
That's McMullen.
McMullen.
Her first of the day, team second, and Ryan back to the free throw line. This is the third time she's appeared at the stripe today. 0 for 2 on those last attempts, but then got that long rebound and made the shot there. She's trying to get the hands lined up. First one on the way, off the mark. Samantha Ryan is a 7th grade guard for St. Jude. Eyes the bucket for the second one. And banks it in. I think she's trying to bank it, by the way it looks. People shoot free throws a lot of different ways. And hey, it's whatever works, right?
Goes in the basket. Count it.
Western on the attack, looking for their first points of the second period. They get it to Malone. Her shot no good. A rebound run down by a hustling Bella Vincent on the offensive side. You talked about it. The zone defense for the Fire has really nullified Western here so far in the second period. Malone has to get out of the lane, and this is going to be 3 seconds. And a turnover. Usually you know a 3-second call is coming when you hear somebody yell, 3 seconds!
Yes, the fans seem to be really on those calls.
So the officials obviously go, oh, hey, 3 seconds.
I'm sure they appreciate it, yes.
Of course.
Helps them out.
They get a lot of advice, do the folks in the black and white stripes. Here's a good pass down low to Ryan. Shot put up. Ooh, they'll say jump ball here.
Oh, jump ball.
Jump ball, and this will be headed Western's direction.
7th turnover for St. Jude. Yeah, old Steve Bacon has a saying that everybody knows how to coach, referee, and be a road commissioner.
Oh, I've never heard the road commissioner part.
Oh, yeah.
3:19 to play in the half. Low scoring contest, not that surprising really. Here's a shot put up by Bushmeyer, long one no good. Rebound tipped around and pulled in by Edie Stark. Gets it to Ryan, and I say that because 10 o'clock basketball sometimes just not everything's flowing like it usually does when you're playing in the evenings. Here's a shot by Ryan, no good. Rebound pulled down by Forbes, she got it knocked away. Trying to find an outlet here, throws a pass, tip, and McMullen there as the safety foul released that time. Bushmeyer needs to get it across the half-court line and does.
That's 10 seconds.
10 seconds is the call. Bushmeyer was walking it up, and I thought it was close. As much time as they took to get the ball out from underneath the hoop, that probably took 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, got to get it out and go. Then no press there either.
Yeah, Lady Wildcats just didn't recognize how close to the 10-second call they were. Here's a ball to Gold on the right side. Baseline jump shot short. Rebound down to McMullen for the red-clad Wildcats. Bushmeyer will bring it on the trot this time into the front court. She says, let's go a little faster pace, and gets caught top of the key and drags the pivot foot, called for traveling. Those turnovers now mounting a little bit for Western in the second period.
Yeah, that zone's a little different. They've got 4 turnovers now. Still haven't scored in the second quarter.
Wow, it's probably not the first time they've seen a zone this season. Got to kind of settle in, and a good move by Matt Ryan, as that was definitely a strength for Western playing against the man. Here's a shot put up, no good. A rebound pulled down by Bushmeyer again. Gets it to Malone. Malone off the dribble, top of the key. Dribbles toward the right wing, looking down low. Now the ball is tied up.
Jump ball.
St. Jude basketball. It goes the way of the Fire.
5th turnover now for Western.
And into the contest, we'll see Bella Vincent return to this action. She will replace Rosalie Colbert. Fire with the basketball, trying to keep their little comeback rolling here.
Change their offensive strategy here a little bit. They got a 5 out. They're trying to pass and cut and have a cutter sit in the middle of the zone. It's a good strategy.
Got the ball to Ryan right there a lot like she did. She missed the shot. Catton fights for the rebound and is fouled. Third team foul by Western. Individually, I believe they called that on Malone, her first. If you're new to basketball this year, they changed the rule as it's 5 fouls in a period becomes a 2-shot situation. Here's a turnover now as Malone takes it away.
Junior high has that rule too, IESA?
Yes. Yep, just 5 fouls in the quarter becomes 2-shot foul.
It's definitely changed the high school game, and I'm assuming it has for junior high too. We'll see.
Here's Bushmeyer, gets it to Malone at the free throw line. Puts it on the deck, works off the screen. Crosses over, trying to dribble through the defender. Stolman away for a moment, but then Malone got it back. Shorka left side. Vincent puts up a shot, no good. Rebound loose underneath. McMullen aggressively after it again. She'll put it up, won't fall. Rebound down to Malone. Her putback no good, but fouled, and she'll shoot 2 shots. Western very aggressive on the offensive glass, and Malone will get rewarded with the free throws. Samantha Ryan called for the foul, her second first team foul of this second period. Malone to the free throw line, 1:06 to play in the half, and a 6-3 contest. Western has yet to score here in period number 2. First one by Malone is short, no good. In for St. Jude is Bridget Gold. She's a 6th grader playing the guard. And she replaces Maddie Ho. Malone trying to find the mark this time on the free throw. It's up and no good. Once again, Stark with the rebound for the Fire, who continue to pitch the shutout here in quarter number 2. Into the front court, Ryan. Works on the right side, Gold. Shot no good by Charlotte Gold. Rebound down to Malone for Western. She and McMullen have really dominated the boards here in the early going. 45 seconds to play in the first. Quick shot, Vincent from the right side, and she'll get it to go. Vincent from about 16 feet finds the mark and makes it an 8-3 Wildcat lead. Into the front court come the Fire quickly. Deep into the corner goes Gold. Ball is tied up. Possession arrow favors Western, and a turnover on the Fire.
Now their 10th turnover.
Length of the court to go for the Lady Wildcats. Would they try to hold for one final shot here?
You would think that would be the strategy. 22 seconds, but you get a good look.
Bushmeyer down low through a pass. It's tipped and stolen away by Gold. To Ryan, who kind of picked up a loose ball as it got knocked around. Drives deep, shot put up no good. Rebound, Bridget Gold won't fall, but she's fouled. And Gold will shoot 2. That's Bridget Gold.
Yeah, definitely you take that risk of throwing it inside or taking that early shot. Gives the other team an opportunity to get back there and score before the half. Definitely something that's frustrating as a coach.
Foul was on Bushmeyer, her second. First free throw up, no good by Bridget Gold. In for Western comes Colbert once again and replaces Bushmeyer, probably for the, I would guess for the rest of the half, 6.9 seconds. Way to go out on a limb there, right?
Probably pretty likely there.
Bridget Gold trying to find the free throw line. Her friend this time, and gets it to go. Makes it a 4-point game. Quickly, McMullen brings it into the front court. Drives on the right side, trying to get free. Shot up no good as the buzzer sounds, and we head to halftime. The Little Jess Motors halftime show. It's the Western Lady Wildcats 8, the St. Jude Fire 4, and IESA quarterfinal action on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005, or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Quincy, Illinois, can help you with the next car you're looking to purchase. Whether it's new or used, Little Jess's friendly staff can help find the car of your dreams and get it headed to your home. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them 3431 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. It is a 8-4 lead for the Western Lady Wildcats on top of the Peoria St. Jude Fire at halftime in this first contest of the day. Western led 6-0 after one, actually a 4-2 second quarter for St. Jude. And here on the Little Jess Motors halftime show, Scott Bacon has some of your halftime stats.
Turnovers have really kind of been a big key here. St. Jude's got 10 turnovers, most of those in the first quarter. Western's got 7 turnovers, most of them were in the second quarter. Neither team shooting great from the field. St. Jude is 1 of 9, have not shot a three-pointer, 2 of 8 from the free throw line. Western has doubled St. Jude's shots. Most of those attempts came in the first quarter. They are 3 of 18 from 2, 0 of 2 from the three-point line, so overall they are 3 of 20. Free throw shooting, 0 of 3 for Western. Rebounds, Western has got 13 rebounds, and St. Jude has got 7. So overall, Western's basically doubling their possessions, mostly in the first quarter there, and getting those 18 shots up. St. Jude only getting up 9. So, but turnovers have kind of been the story.
Which it usually is. The team that can make the fewest mistakes usually comes out on top. And right now it is Western who has made the fewer amount of total mistakes to this point in the day. It is the Little Jess Motors halftime show on Central Illinois Sports. Both teams talking some strategy. Actually, Western's already back out of the locker room. Again, probably not a lot other you're going to adjust to than try to get that ball inside on the zone if you're Western. They didn't have a ton of success, but they got a ton of shots off, Scott, just to shoot a very high percentage.
Yeah, and I think there was times in the second quarter there against that zone they were getting it to the low post, short corner area. Malone had some catches at the high post. I think they make those moves a little quicker. They might see some success against that, but we'll see.
It's a Little Jess Motors halftime show. We'll step aside for a break here, get set for second half action from Assumption after this.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Once or twice a year, I might get the cold or a flu, and my wife calls it the man flu. So you know what that is.
Yeah.
What do I love about our team? We have a good chemistry. We all work together.
I mean, come on. I've got the best job in the world. Sometimes they say, oh, I like to do handstands.
Yeah, I taught Brian how to do the handstand. That's all right.
And every day, I mean, it's a fun day.
Yeah, it definitely makes me proud to be here.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
We're passionate about the outdoors.
shooting is one of our favorite pastimes.
When it comes to guns and ammo, think Game Masters. They have new guns, used guns, gun safes, and gun accessories. And be sure to head over to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out our great selection.
Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more. At Game Masters in Quincy,
We're passionate about the outdoors.
Hey, grab me one too.
Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Both teams out on the court warming up in preparation for the second half of this contest. St. Jude will get the ball to start the second half. I mean, keys to the second half, you were St. Jude want to cut down on those turnovers. Get you, I mean, really, they've gotten the ball with some pretty good spots on the offensive side of time. Have to be a little better from the free throw line, too.
Yeah, both teams need to be a little better free throw line. Really, I like what St. Jude's done against that zone. They went to the 4 low. It's kind of reversed, difficult to reverse the ball against that, but you can get it into the short corner. And then they went to the 5 out, where it's a little easier to reverse the ball, but then you've got less cutters going through the lane one at a time usually. But both good strategies against the zone. We'll see what they do in the second half.
Just about ready to get started here in second half action. Winner of this game will play again at 5 o'clock today. Thank you all for joining us here today for action. Western says, hey, we're going to play defense on the other end. A couple of the players have gone to the same end. And it doesn't matter, Scott, sometimes how many games you played. You sometimes see even high school or varsity players do that to start the second half. It's like, oh, yeah, it's halftime.
Yes.
Fans have really been into the game here today. A lot of good sportsmanship both ways, and that's what we like to see here in this action of the day. And to start the second half, we're going to get a quick foul against Western on the reach-in foul. That's called on Forbes, her first, team first of the second half. Really weren't a ton of fouls called in the first half of play. St. Jude has Charlotte Gold along with Ryan, Catton, Andrews, and the fifth player out there is Stark, and here's a travel called and a turnover on the Fire. Out of bounds, length of the court to go for Western. On the right-hand side, it's Benson who starts the second half in that lineup. As Bushmeyer's still on the bench.
Nice power
right
dribble.
there. Nope, down low Malone. Shot is no good. Rebound fought for, held ball to stay with Western. It is an inbounds pass, comes into Bushmeyer. She'll put it up and in for 2. And Bushmeyer with the bucket makes it a 6-point Western lead, tying their biggest lead of the morning. Here's Ryan off the screen. Her shot put up no good. Rebound down to Malone for the Wildcats. She'll get it to Bushmeyer, who trots it into the front court. Throws a pass that, well, nobody's home that time, and it goes out of bounds. A turnover on Western.
Their 8th turnover.
Length of the court to go here for the Fire, trying to cut back in this game. Ryan off the dribble. She kind of is the main ball handler for this
Good
squad.
short corner look.
Down low, shot put up by Stark, no good. Rebound down to Catton. Her pass back in the middle then is loose and stolen away by Bushmeyer. Bushmeyer will bring it up for Western, trying to extend on their biggest lead of the day. Benson at the free throw line. Kicks it out left side. Bushmeyer, long 2, banks it home. The bank is open even on Saturday morning for Bushmeyer and extends the lead to 8 for Western.
Bushmeyer with 6 points.
Leads all scorers on the day. Right wing with it is Andrews. Back to Ryan. Ryan drives the baseline. Collides and will call that an offensive foul. As Malone took a hard tumble that time, Ryan will be called for this one. It's her 3rd and the first foul of the second half, as you'll see on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. A good job by Malone to kind of hold her own that time. She did take a hard tumble to the court, so she'll get a quick breather on the bench. And it'll be length of the court to go here for Western as Bushmeyer walks it up. Bushmeyer, free throw line. Gets it to McMullen. Now looks for a cutter, back to Bushmeyer. Bushmeyer drives the lane left side, gets underneath, and then has to pull it back up, still on the bounce. 3:44 to play in this third period, 12-4 is the lead for Western, and now a jump ball, and it'll head the way of St. Jude. So a turnover on the Lady Wildcats. Gives the ball back to the Fire and a chance to try to cut into this 8-point advantage. Bounce pass left side goes to Gold. Works the pass down low. Good find by Stark. Stark going to attack a double team. Now she's tied up, and it'll go back the other way to Western. Scott, you talked about a really good job by this Fire squad. They're getting the ball to the right spots against the Western defense, just having a little trouble executing once they get the ball down low.
Yes, absolutely. Getting it where it needs to be. Just make those moves quicker, pass the ball a little quicker, and that should be in good shape.
And a lot of that just comes with overall experience. You just have to have more time on the court.
Yes.
To perfect those skills. Ball down low. Malone gets
nice
underneath.
Look.
Good pass from Bushmeyer that time. Malone puts it in, and she'll have the and one opportunity here. Really good find from Bushmeyer out front, and this foul going to be called on Ryan. She'll pick up her 4th now, and that is a big issue here for St. Jude, as she is their main ball handler. Let's see it on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Good find by Bushmeyer. Nice job by Malone to finish.
Yeah, great pass.
And we'll have a timeout here taken by the Fire, I believe, here. And we will pause as well, back with live action after this.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005, or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Back to live action. Malone's free throw no good. Rebound down to McMullen. She'll give the Lady Wildcats another opportunity here. Here's Bushmeyer down low. Her shot underneath no good. Rebound tipped around and This time Bushmeyer will be called for being over the back. That will be her third foul, team second. Also during the timeout, the referees got together and determined the last foul on St. Jude was on Catton and not on Ryan. So Catton called for the foul, so Ryan with 3 fouls instead of 4. That is big.
Yes, you get that 4th foul here in the third quarter, you are probably looking at having to go on the bench.
Now top of it is Andrews, works on the right side to Catton. Top of the key now, Stark gets a touch. She'll reverse the ball over to Gold. 2:44 to play here in the third. Here's a pass that's tipped, but run down by Ryan. She'll drive inside, underneath, tied up by Bushmeyer. And Bushmeyer then is tripped. Nope, held ball, and it'll go to St. Jude. We'll call that held ball, and the arrow favors the Fire right now. So they'll have the ball underneath their own hoop, looking for their first points still here at this third period. And now Ryan will come out of the game as she's a little bit shooken up. I'll have the trainer look at her at the possibility of a little blood situation. So Bridget Gold will come into the game.
6th grader. Guess they have several 6th graders on their team.
Out of bounds underneath here for Stark. Stark looking, gets the ball on the right side. That's to Gold. Gold dribbles down low, gives it off to Catton. Catton shot no good. Rebound fought for, loose, and a tied up possession. It'll head the way of Western. Another jump ball here in this third quarter. There have been several.
Again, St. Jude's getting the ball where they need to get it, just can't capitalize.
2 minutes, 20 seconds to play in the third. A 10-point lead for this Western Wildcat squad. Ooh, Bushmeyer had Malone open, couldn't find her though. Now Bushmeyer sets up for a shot, uses the window and gets it to go. I'm not sure what type of math class she's in as a 7th grader, Scott, but that was pretty good geometry right there.
She knows the angles. She's got 8 points, 8 of the 16 points for Western.
Pass goes to Gold, deep in the corner left side. That's Charlotte Gold. Now to Cat.
Good
Works
look.
it down
Nice
low,
move.
and tripped up is Stark, and she'll get the team a foul here against Western. Ball to bounds.
How many fouls on Malone now? Is that 2 or 3 fouls on her? 2 fouls?
Just her second, up team third. And now Stark had to go kind of run the ball down as it headed toward the hallway for a moment. Ball to bounds underneath for the Fire. 1:50 to play in the third. Get it in, close to 5. Ball stolen away by Bushmeyer for Western. She'll bring it quickly into the front court. Out top. Finds McMullen, nice crossover. She'll drive inside, but had it stripped away and stolen away by Emmy Andrews. And we'll get a timeout called here for the Fire, as they'll call their second timeout of the day. A quick 30-second break. We'll pause as well. 1:33 to play in the third. It's Western 16, the Fire 4.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
1 minute, 33 seconds to play in the third. Timeout was taken by Peoria St. Jude. They'll have the ball length of the court to go. Could not get Samantha Ryan in during the timeout, though. Now she goes to check in near the scorer's table. We'll see here on the next dead ball.
Good look there. Shoot the ball, yeah.
Free throw line, high glass. Gold finds a mark. Bridget Gold with her first 2 to make it 16-6. First points of the period here for the Fire.
Fire getting a shot to fall. Got up to the high post area.
Malone, good position down low.
She's got good moves.
Shot up, no good. Rebound. We'll see a held ball as Bushmeyer and Catton both fighting hard for the possession. It heads the way of the Fire here.
Good power dribble, drop step move by Malone. Just couldn't get it to fall. She's got good, strong moves.
Yeah, she has been a very positive influence for this Western squad in this contest. Here's a ball kind of thrown to the middle. Another jump ball now. Again, it's Catton and Bushmeyer that find themselves tied up, and it goes Western's direction on the alternating possession arrow. Scott, aren't you glad that the high school rule is not like it was in the old days and like they still do now back in the NBA where they actually do a jump ball?
Oh, my. That would make the game a lot longer, especially junior high games.
Malone at the high post. Turns and faces. Puts it on the deck. She's got pretty good handles for
not bad.
A taller player at this age. Now Bushmeyer. She's kind of the motor that makes this team go. Now Malone down low. Finds McMullen. Her shot up no good. Rebound fought for, and another jump ball, and it heads to St. Jude.
Got McMullen for 5 offensive rebounds so far.
She seems to be in the right spot a lot of times for this Western squad. Here comes Colbert into the game. I think Bushmeyer will sit down. If she's got those 3 fouls, they don't want her to pick up that 4th. 22.4 seconds to play in the 3rd. Western a 10-point lead. The St. Jude fire the basketball into the court to go.
Smart play by Coach O'Brien there, getting her girl with foul trouble out at the end of the quarter for a defensive possession.
Ryan into the front court, puts up a jump shot too hard, rebound out of bounds.
Go to Western.
It'll be Western ball, 12.8 seconds to play in the 3rd.
Yeah, put her back in for offense.
And they will. They're trying to get the sub in, and the official on this side recognized that the sub was at the bench. The scores table kind of sits elevated on a stage.
Hard to see those girls sometimes.
You see them come from the bench, don't always notice them. A little full court pressure now by St. Jude.
Yeah, see what they do. They're moving their post players up.
The bounce comes to Malone.
She's going to go all the way.
She'll bring it into the front court, drives in, had the ball knocked loose. She's on the floor trying to keep it alive, and a jump ball. It's Western with the possession arrow. It'll be out of bounds underneath with 3.9 seconds to play in the 3rd.
How many jump balls so far, Charlie?
You shouldn't have asked me that. It's been a lot so far. But you do, like I said, you see that a lot. Both teams being aggressive. That's why.
They are aggressive defensively. Nice.
Oh,
good look.
Is tipped around
Smart.
And loose as the buzzer sounds. They will say no jump ball as the time had expired, and we played 3 quarters. It's the Western Lady Wildcats 16, the St. Jude Fire 6. Back with 4th quarter play-by-play after this.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Dot.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Ready to start the final quarter. St. Jude will have the basketball. Down by 10. Ryan with it on the right side, finds Bridget Gold. Throws it up in the middle, and it's tipped in, stolen away by Western. Bushmeyer got the deflection right into the hands of her teammate, Malone. Ball on the left side, McMullen has it on the wing. Looks down low to Malone. Malone going to go to work underneath. Trying to get squared around, chop it up no good, but fouled on the play by Catton. And Malone goes to the free throw line. Catton called for the foul. The first of the 4th period by St. Jude, and individually her 3rd. Malone to the free throw line, shooting a pair. Where her first one is going to bounce around and bounce off. No good. She'll get a second opportunity here, Will. Malone, the 7th grader. Shot it up. It is nothing but the bottom of the net this time. And she's got another point to make it an 11-point lead. Ryan with it into the front court. Right side, Gold. Bounces down on the baseline to Catton. Catton going to go to work off the dribble. Now she's tied up by Bushmeyer. Gets free, though. Right side, shot it up no good by Charlotte Gold. Rebound down to Edie Stark. She's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul was called on Bushmeyer to be her first of the fourth quarter, so it'll be interesting to see if she'll stay on the court with 5:10 to play. Her team up by 11. Might just see her sit for just a minute or so. Here's a shot up and good by Edie Stark on the first free throw. Does not look at this point that Bushmeyer will come out for Western. No sub at the scorer's table here. Stark with the second. It is no good. Rebound down to Malone for the red-clad Lady Wildcats. Into the front court with the basketball. Comes Bushmeyer, gets it to McMullen. She'll attack off the dribble, drives in, shot up, block. Gets her own rebound, though. Another offensive board for McMullen. She has worked hard on the glass today. Bushmeyer.
6 offensive rebounds for her.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's an impressive number.
Go to her. There you go.
Malone with it now on the wing. Gets it to Bushmeyer. 4 minutes, 33 seconds to play in the contest.
St. Jude switching to the man-to-man defense now.
Works down low to Malone.
Nice
Malone
move.
turnaround shot up and in for another 2. Another 2 for Malone to make it 19-7.
Like that drop step move. She's good at that.
This is the biggest lead of the day for Western on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Pass on the right side goes to Gold. Her shot is in and out, no good. Bridget Gold, good look, is going to get it to fall. And Bushmeyer with the rebound for Western. 4 minutes left in the contest and a 12-point lead.
St. Jude should be aggressive defensively. Only one team foul or down.
Down low, Malone finds McMullen. Her shot no good, fouled. That's by Ryan. And yeah, they could be aggressive, but she's the only person who could not, Scott. As she'll pick up her 4th now. And if any kind of a comeback bid is going to happen for St. Jude, they can ill afford to lose Samantha Ryan. First free throw on the way by McMullen is no good. Maddie Ho is going to check into the game for the Fire. She will replace Bridget Gold.
Ho will return for St. Jude.
Alexis McMullen at the free throw line, the 7th grader. On the way, can't get it to fall. Rebound down to Stark.
Free throw's been an issue for both teams here.
Into the front court. Ryan gets caught down low, forces up a shot, blocked by McMullen, and McMullen gets the board.
Like to see that, a block shot. You want to see a rebound after a block shot. Good job by McMullen getting her own block.
Bushmeyer with it toward the left wing, works off the screen from Forbes. Now throws out of there to Forbes out top. She'll put it on the deck, reverse it over, and threw it a little too hard for McMullen, and it goes out of bounds, and we'll get a stoppage in play as St. Jude would like to call the timeout. We'll pause as well. 3:16 to play in this one. It's Western 19, St. Jude 7.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
Hey, grab me one too.
.316 left, 19-7, the Western Lady Wildcat lead. Timeout was taken by St. Jude as Matt Ryan's squad trying to make these last 3 minutes really count. Here's Ryan, she'll drive in, shot no good, rebound, we'll see a held ball, and the possession arrow. No, we're going to get a foul instead, excuse me. Foul going to be whistled on Western on Malone. She'll pick up her 3rd, team 2nd of the 4th quarter.
Big inbounds play here for St. Jude. They need to score.
3:04 left. Ooh, they got a good pass to start, or good inbounds. Look, she missed the pass that hit her in the
board.
Hit her in the shins that time, and now an outlet pass is tied up, and we will see a jump ball, and now it will head Western's direction. Another turnover on the Fire.
17 turnovers for St. Jude.
That definitely makes it tougher for this Fire squad. They'll take the ball out on the sideline. Now the Fire will try to turn up the pressure a little bit here. Inbounds pass comes to McMullen. She seems to kind of be a calming force for this squad, doesn't she?
She got her 10th rebound on the last possession there, so double-digit rebounds, pretty impressive.
Ball in the wing, knocked out of bounds by Ryan. Stays with the Wildcats there. Right in front of their own bench. Inbounds pass to Malone. She'll attack. Now says, hey, we're up by 12. Let's pull it back out and burn a little clock here. To Bushmeyer. Isn't it funny, Scott? You kind of look around the gym, and there's a lot of parents who are standing, everybody kind of rocking back and forth. The most anxious people in the gym are the parents. The kids don't seem to mind, and they find Malone again. She'll put it in for 2.
They definitely have gotten settled in. The girls have.
Yeah, for both teams. 21-7 Western, a 14-point lead with 2:11 to play. They're looking like they're going to play in the semifinal at 5 o'clock
they
this evening.
should.
Here's a steal by McMullen. I don't know if she'll be the player of the game or not. We'll name that after the game, presented by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris, but she's definitely in the running for like a spark plug of the game, isn't she? And now a pass goes between her hands and out of bounds.
No doubt.
And it'll be St. Jude basketball length of the court to go. Western has only given up just 1 point in the second half, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
The defense has been stifling, and here's a pass as Ho has to run it down out front for St. Jude. Her pass now, was it tipped? It was not, it was out of bounds. Matt Ryan, the head coach for St. Jude, still very positive on the sideline. Even though it has not been the day that his squad maybe envisioned for their state quarterfinal, still very positive, and they can still be very proud about reaching this level.
Yeah, very professional. Good to see at the junior high level. You know, it's you want to win, but
it's a building step towards a high school career.
No doubt.
Here's Bushmeyer, has the ball knocked away. Good defense that time by Charlotte Gold. It'll be ball out of bounds to Western on the sideline with 1:22 left. Inbounds comes into McMullen on the left wing. She'll drive, and they'll say that's an offensive foul. She extended the forearm. So that'll be the third team foul by the Wildcats. And will be ball out of bounds for the Fire on McMullen's second of the day. And now the Fire are going to put some new players into the game. We see Sophia Gilkinson in. They've got to get the right number of players out of the game now. The referee says, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize there were 6 on the court.
I think the coach said my team's on the floor.
I don't think so. Now Western also going to do some subbing. As Anna Silman going to come in. She's a 7th grader. She'll replace Corbus. Big Western crowd on hand here. They're going to spend the day in Assumption.
A lot to do here, isn't there?
Well, check out the Dollar General
Got
and
a
the
Subway.
Casey's. Good small town. That's what you like about
it. Is a good small town.
This part of the Midwest. Here's Gold with it on the right wing. That's Bridget
Nice
Gold. Ball stolen away by Bushmeyer.
Turnovers the story today. You know, St. Jude early on had a lot. Second quarter they didn't, and Western turned it over in the second.
Here's
Good
McMullen
pass.
free underneath. Shot no good. Rebound tipped around, and McMullen tied up with Andrews. Possession arrow is the way of St. Jude here. And now Western will bring some new players into the game. Paxton Patterson in for the first time. Also, we see Emilia Boyer.
And they're excited to get in. Good to see those girls getting in the game there. And
Anna Silman, of course, we told you about her earlier. Also, Mia Brown. And who's the 5th young lady out there? I want to make sure it's Utterback. Jamie Utterback. All right. So both teams have gotten all players in. Gold shot no good. Rebound on the weak side to Gilkinson. Put back won't fall. Rebound loose underneath. Patterson on the floor with it along with Gilkinson. Shot put up no good. And the rebound is secured by Western Silman. She'll throw a pass that's stolen away by Gold. Gold gets it to Ho. Ho shot from 6, no good. Rebound out of bounds, hit off the hands of Andrews. It'll be Western ball, length of the court to go. 19.2 seconds left in the 21-7 game. Inbounds comes in the backcourt. That's to Patterson. She'll look to bring it up against some heavy pressure here. Trying to get to the right side and just lost it out of bounds. A turnover on the Wildcats. 10.8 seconds left in this quarterfinal.
Western student section getting excited here.
Here's a ball. Ooh, good effort by Emmy Andrews to try to save it in bounds, but could not do so. With 4.6 seconds left, Western just has to inbound the ball and hold here, and they'll head to the state semifinal. Their unbelievable ride continues here, Scott. They were the 5th seed in their own regional. 10-7 coming in, going to move to 11-7 into the state Final Four.
Yeah, got to be proud of that effort.
2 seconds, 1. Western wins this one, 21-7. Congratulations to St. Jude on a fine season. They end the year with a record of 14-12 and in the Elite 8. We take you to the postgame show presented by Blessing Health System with final stats and our player of the game next.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. Wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1. I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back on the Blessing Health System post-game show. Quarterfinal number 1 is in the books. The Western Lady Wildcats jumped out to a 6-0 lead after 1 quarter and then held St. Jude to a 1-point second half and win this one 21-7. They'll play in the state semifinal at 5 o'clock this evening. And with a look at some final stats, here's Scott.
Got St. Jude 2 of 23 from 2. They did not, I believe, shoot a three-pointer unless I missed one. 2 of 10 from the free throw line. 20 turnovers seemed to be the problem for St. Jude there. That first quarter they had quite a bit. Second quarter they took care of the basketball and made a little bit of a comeback, but then that second half that Western defense was tough on them, and they got up to 20 on that. Western 6 of 28 from 2-point range. 0 of 2 from 3. 1 of 9 from the free throw line. Might have missed one there. Offensive rebounds, McMullen had 10 rebounds on the game. She didn't score a whole lot. In fact, I'm not sure if she scored at all, but she had those 10 rebounds that were important. Malone, I got her for 11 points, and Bushmeyer with 8 for Western. Turnovers, as we've said before, is a big key in the game there. Each team kind of had their cup 1 or 2 bad quarters of turnovers. And Western turned St. Jude over there towards the end, and that's kind of how looks to me like Western got away with the victory.
They will play in the semifinal tonight at 5 o'clock, so they'll hang around here at the gym, and Coach O'Brien and company going to have to find a little something for the team to do. They'll take on the winner of Peru Catholic and Champaign St. Matthew at 5 o'clock tonight. It's time to name our player of the game. It's presented by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. And Player of the Game in this one, to me, Scott, I think you got to give it to Reese Bushmeyer. Just did a lot of really good things, not only on the scoring side, handled the ball most of the time for Western, found the post players down low several times. She had a really good game and leading her team to the semifinal.
Yeah, and I'm not sure assists. I didn't quite get there. I'm sure she had a few assists on Malone's baskets there, and plays really hard and just seems to be kind of a spark plug, I guess is what you'd say. So nice game by her. Malone, again, had some points there, and McMullen huge on the rebounding there for Western.
That's going to do it for this contest from the IESA 7th grade Class 1A state finals. We'll get set on Central Illinois Sports with action for Peru Catholic and Champaign St. Matthew. Again, final in this one, Western 21, St. Jude 7. It's been